Okay, welcome back, guys. So for this video, I'm actually going to talk about speedrun mode. So I'm not going to actually do a speedrun in this video. I'm not going to show you exactly the only way to do it. There's multiple ways to do it. But I'm going to give you the tips and tricks here to help set you up for success. So the most important thing about speedrun mode is preparing in the playthrough before. Um, if you don't know what speedrun mode is, it's basically just what it implies. You do a speedrun through the game. Um, you go through the main story as quick as you possibly can. Try to beat the best time. I think my best time was around 25 minutes. Um, I think the best time I've seen was 14 minutes and like something seconds. It was outrageous. I don't know how they did it. I even watched the video and I'm still not sure how they managed it. But I'm going to set you up for success here so that way you can get it as quick as possible, get it done, and you can maybe try and break the record even. So, first thing to know about speedrun mode is none of your items are used. So, for example, you can be as wasteful as you want. Um, Waste everything. Blast arrows, conquer parapets, demon parapets, just throw it all out the window. Waste anything you want because when you're done with speedrun mode, you go back to the save right before you started speedrun mode, and none of it carries over. Nothing, nothing is lost. Now, the only thing to say about that is if you start speedrun mode while you're in hard mode, and then when you're done speedrun mode, you will be put back into a normal mode playthrough. So if you're trying to do hard mode at the same time, I recommend finishing that before starting your speedrun, or be willing to start over again. Now, the other thing that's important is, of course, placement of port crystals. Port crystals are your biggest thing to place. Of course, a good place to put one, you want to put one at Hillfigure Knoll. So when you go there for the main story quest to talk to the Dragon Forge, it's done as quick. It's one of the quickest ways to do that quest. Barda Crags, you'll want one up there for the Great Wall when you have to go there. You'll want one here just in case. If you played through the game, you already know that you have to fight a griffin. Your goal is to actually kill the griffin before it even gets here, because you can actually kill it on that hill. So that's your goal. But if you can't do it, place one here because it's a lot quicker than trekking. Geos Hills, you want to place one there at the encampment for when you have to deal with the rebellion that takes place there. You'll also want to place one where I'm standing, which is on the southern Waycastle Bridge for when you have to go here for when the cockatrice attacks. And you also want to place one in Waterguard's Altar. You can also place one over at the Shadow Fort, but Waterguard's Altar is a little bit easier. So basically, the way it plays through is you have to go through the main story. So you run straight to the encampment, and once you get to the encampment and get your pawn, you're going to load up with all the gear you need. You're going to set your loadout, you're going to set your gear, you're going to set up everything right then and there. Why? Because time doesn't move while you're in menus. But as soon as you exit that menu, time starts moving again. So it's all about the prep. Some things to take with you, you're going to want. I recommend, and this is what a lot of people recommend, I recommend Strider as your vocation to choose. If you're not a physical based class, it makes it a little bit difficult, but even if you're not, you can still stack some things. It takes a little bit of prep work. So right now you can see I'm running as a Strider. I have extremely good gear on, so it's going to help me kill things really quickly. You really only need to fight like 9 enemies, 9 fights. So everything else, just run by and ignore them. You're going to want Mad Dash if you want to go for speed. It makes it a lot quicker. Just spam that, and then instant reset will let you basically spam it over. Once you get a rhythm, you'll move really, really fast. You also want 5-fold flurry. You're going to want that because your main form of attack is going to be your bow with blast arrows to decimate everything you have to kill. Now, for some of the augments that I have going on right now, if you want to take a look at them, I definitely recommend Clout and Vehemence. They increase your physical strength, meaning those blast arrows and all your physical attacks will be a lot more impressive. Eminence, because I run Skull Splitter, so if I have to use a physical attack, it's stronger. Sinew helps me carry more. Athleticism actually reduces my running cost. And then Proficiency actually reduces my physical weapon skill cost. So, for example, Mad Dash has a lot less stamina. You can also do the roll tactic. Rolling is quicker than just jogging, but it doesn't use stamina. That's another benefit of the Strider. The other thing you want to set up is you want to set up all your equipment. So I have 30 Conqueror Parapets with me. I shouldn't need any more than that just because I'm only fighting, like, again, I'm only fighting the bare amount of enemies. I'm going to need 4, pop them up, throw up blast arrows, and wreck. I also have, my pawn is carrying 92 blast arrows. That's the most I had. You can buy them at certain places. If you're in post game, you You'll buy as many as you want. I unfortunately was on post game when I decided to do this video, so I wasn't able to stock up, but I shouldn't need more than this. If I stack them with my arrows of having a Bitter Black level 3, I shouldn't need more than this. You're also going to want, I have the Eternal Fairy Stone. If you're playing on the re-release, you should have the same thing. If you don't have the Eternal Fairy Stone for some reason, you're going to want like 12 Fairy Crystals at least, because you're going to be fast traveling and you're going to need them. Let's see what else. Okay, so those of you who've done a speedrun mode, the thing that is the hardest it's going to eat your most time is traveling with the cart. When you're here and you have to travel with the cart through this entire pass, it's annoying. I swear that ate up 7 of my minutes right there out of my 25-minute run. So what you want to do is you can actually kick the oxen to make him move faster. The only downside of this is you hurt him. If you do too much damage, then he moves really slow. So, some people use spring waters. I personally have a bunch of auspicious incense from Bitter Black Isle. I have 10, she has 5, there's 3. Those are full heal items essentially. You can carry a little bit more spring waters if you want to be safe, but carrying a bunch of those group heal items, heal the ox. Kick him a few times, get him going. When he starts to slow down, heal him up, and keep moving. That's basically the best way to do it. You'll keep him moving faster, and you'll get through quicker. There's plenty of videos on speedruns if you want to see how someone did it. I'm just here to tell you how to get set up for success. A few other items you're going to want to carry with you. You're going to want to carry a Worm King's Ring or a forgery. Because one of the main quests, you have to turn it into Audus. And you're definitely going to want to have it. Don't want to have to run around. You want to already have it ready, and here you go. And don't worry about losing it, because like I said, nothing carries over. If I give him my Worm King's Ring, I will keep that when I go back. It'll show back up in my inventory. You might also want to carry skeleton keys. There's a quick way to get it to talk to Aldous, and it's by attacking somebody and getting thrown in the dungeon. I don't do it, but if you do, skeleton key will get you out of the dungeon quicker. You're also going to carry wake stones. The trick is in Lore of the Abyss. There's a trick. So it's when you have to go down to the Everfall, and it's that long spiral down. It takes forever. Jump off the edge. Not even kidding. Just take the plummet down. You'll land at the bottom. It'll ask you if you want to use a wake stone. Use a wake stone. You're up. You've just made the whole way down into the pit. You go in, check out the Flame Servant's throne or whatever it is, and then use your Eternal Fairy Stone to exit. When you get out, you'll immediately finish the quest. The guy with the Worm King's Hunt license will come and see you, and you'll be able to continue on your way. Quickest way to do that quest. The other ones, you'll want 20 of them because you don't want to have to go farming for these whenever you get to the end game. When you're in the Everfall, you want to have them ready. If you need a bunch of them, if you can kill the offline Nerd Dragon, he'll drop you 20 right then and there. No problem. You also want to, so the Water Guard's altar is also the easier one to run. So the easiest way to do it is to actually already have the altar slates, 5 of them. So that way when you teleport to the Water God's altar right over here, you can just immediately go in, run up to where the Cyclops is, look at the dead body, run back out, give him the slates, and go on your way. That because basically once you get through Lore of the Abyss and you do the worm, you have to do 2 of those missions. The easiest 2 to do, of course, are Hillfigure Knoll. All you have to do is teleport there, go through some cutscenes. Cutscenes don't advance time either, so fine. But I normally skip them anyways. I'm going for speed, so might as well just go all out. But skip that, go through that cutscene, head back, and then go to Water Guard's altar is the easiest one. You can also do the Shadow Fort. Basically involves having a Shadow Fort lever forge, though, to open the gate, and then you just let the guy die. You kind of fail the quest, but you also complete it at the same time. I haven't done it that way, so I can't really verify much on that. You're also, one other item you're going to want is the Maker's Finger. This is no reason why to run Strider. You could run Ranger, you could run Assassin, but you're going to waste time switching between classes, so just keep that in mind. And you also want to have access to Mad Dash. The Maker's Finger. This allows you to kill the dragon in one shot. When he's spewing on about all his, sacrifice your beloved, and I'll grant you this, this, and this. Pull out your Maker's Finger, shoot him in the heart, done. Cutscene over, he's dead, move on with your life. Then you just run to Grand Storm, drop into the Everfall, and go on your way. You're only going to have to do so many quests, but like I said, if you just run past everything you possibly can, You'll only have to fight a few enemies. Make sure to kill the griffin. That's what blast arrows are great for. Cockatrice, same thing. Just pelt everything with blast arrows. If you have to fight it, use blast arrows. If you don't have to fight it, don't fight it. Simple as that. But that's a lot of the prep work here. Making sure you have the way crystals in the right spot. Making sure your stats are set up. Also, don't worry about NPCs. Don't save Renard. Don't talk to Madeline. Don't give a fuck about Eleanor. None of them matter. You only have to talk to so many NPCs. Like I said, nothing carries over. Not affinity, not used resource, not money, nothing. Nothing carries over. You're also put into offline mode when you're in there, so you can't summon your normal pawns. Summon pawns, use them for pack mules. As you can see, my pawn Nicole is almost at heavy. Shadow is up in average, and SDO is in light. I'm in very light. Now I have some augments so I can go run lighter, but if I was closer to that, I wouldn't be carrying all these things. I'd be giving them all to, like her and lowering my carry load. Why? Because I want to move as fast as possible. I don't care about them. They can move as slow as can be because they'll teleport to me. I always have access to their inventory. As long as they don't die on me, I'm good. So just keep that in mind. Don't waste time picking up any drops either, because like I said, nothing carries over. You can pick up all the gold you want, and it will not carry over to the main game. Also, something to keep in mind when you fight the dragon in the very beginning, just run backwards. If you run back out of the area of the fight, immediately cuts the cutscene where you get hit. You won't have to actually deal with him. It's basically, you can actually ignore Sir Byrne whenever he asks you to do his training. He'll take you to the gate. You can ignore him, and pretty much after that, it's just run as fast as you can. There's a few other little tips and tricks. You can always look up videos on how. This is mainly about the setup for a speed run. Now, I'm actually going to do my speed run right after this video. That's why I want to get the video out of the way, because I don't feel like doing this setup again. It's not something I normally run. My port crystals aren't in the same places and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. Hopefully this sets you up for success. If you liked the video, go ahead and like down below. Leave a comment if you think there's something I could have included in here, or if you got any feedback for me. Always open to more feedback, and hope you guys liked it. So have a good one, guys. See you next time.